right, sorry I had to restart my computer because they forced us to run some updates. Here we go. All right, 325. Questions from 325. You should be giving yourself a 0, 1, or a 2, because that practice goals form is also out, because it's always out. Alex?
Can you go over B and D on 86?
So 86 is giving us the answer. What's up? Miss Martin, would you help Addie grab another 325? It should be the middle left or the far left column there. So when they tell us that we're going to end up with an answer of 1, one of the things we learned is a number multiplied by its reciprocal, which I nickname refliprical, right? So if we flip it over, 8 over 13 flipped over is 13 over 8. 8 on top and bottom cancel, 13 on top and bottom cancel, or really we should say reduce out to 1. So if you got a 5 on top, what do we need? A 5 on bottom. If we got a 2 on top, what do we need? A 2 on bottom. And that's how we solve B and D. Does that make more sense now, Alex? Sweet. By the way, shout out to Sammy, who's already emailed us saying that they are sick. Sorry you're sick, Sammy, but we'll see you next week. So Sammy did exactly what you're supposed to do when you're sick. Email your teachers. Say, hey, I'm sick. What am I going to miss? Send me what you can, please. Any other question? 325. Any other question? 325. Not about the identity of Sammy. If you don't know Sammy, we'll make sure we introduce you when she gets back. All right, 331. You may not have this done. And if so, that's all right, but it needs to be done by Friday. Sorry, I forgot to write on the board like that. So we won't be ready to collect all of the Chapter 3 homework by Friday, but I'll write up there later what's getting collected. It's 324, 331, 332, and 333. But I'll write it up there. I think I'm going to make a little spot about what's getting collected this week. All right, so questions on 331.
I have a question.
Alex.
Can you go over B on 91?
91B. 91.
It's class examples. I'm so confused.
So we would make that improper, and then we would keep change flip. So since this is not just a fraction divided by a fraction, we'd want to make this improper. So it would actually become -7/4. Just pull it out here. What's a negative divided by a negative going to give us? So I can go ahead and make that note and just forget about the negatives. And then we apply keep, change, flip. We get 7/4 times. Make sure you flip. That's the trap door, is forgetting to flip. And 35 over 8. Lily? 95B. Okay, she might be coming and going, but she is observing other teachers teach today. It's a thing we do because we're always trying to get better. All right, 95. Represent the problem with multiplication. Well, I had already written it above, so you guys can always draw an arrow or just say C above. So we have 2/5 of 1/3, right? Now I forgot a parentheses out here, right? So don't pick on me too hard. But so use a drawing. So if I have the entire playground, 2/5 of it is a play structure. 1/3 of that, 1/3 is for young children. So my green and my blue, what is green and blue at the same time? 2/15. What? You're making a face. What's that face about? Okay, moving on. Addie. No, we're just checking it today. When do we turn in homework? Fridays now. So we check it 2 days later. Hey, you're right. We check it 2 days later. But we turn stuff in on Fridays. All right, and 97 is 50. Any last questions?
Mr. Hudson?
Yes.
So is it cheating if you check your... So, like,
No.
if I finish my...
And you go check it on your own?
333 and I go to your homework help
That's
and
totally
fix
fine.
it if it's wrong and just put down the answer you had.
As
If
long
I,
as you
understand it.
as
is
long
that
as you
fine?
understand it.
Okay.
As long as you understand it.
Because I was checking my answers on math, and Miss Pettigrew walked by, and she saw I had the answer key up, and I think she thought I was
Well,
like
math
cheating on
math is different than social studies, right?
it. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You can
if
really
you,
cheat on all
if you
subjects.
looked up the answers, like that would be cheating.
Well, I have done that, but technically not on like a test.
You can't lie if you say you've never cheated in a way.
Real quick. So you can go ahead and put that away. And actually, 333 is all practice, as Margot wanted to complain a lot to me earlier about.
I cannot believe this. The
The audacity of the entire worksheet being homework.
How audacious.
That's a good one. I like that. Addie.
Can we put away 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, my calculator is
All right, one of you made the mistake, and well, I forget if it was this class or not. I think it's happened in every class at this point, but a couple of you guys, like Phoenix 7th graders, have made the mistake of asking me, when are we gonna use this?
Oh no.
And why is that a mistake? Because I could give you answers of when are we gonna use this all day long. Like literally we could sit here all day and I could keep showing you answers. But realistically, I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know when you're gonna use this, but that's not why we're here. It's not about some sort of job preparation or some sort of like, oh, you won't be able to whatever. That's not what it's about. Hey, Patty, stop doing your homework. It's about solving problems and being able to do stuff. So my friend Kira wanted a built-in cabinet thing like this because she saw it on Etsy, right? She was like, oh, this is great, but I don't want to buy it. And like her house, she's done a bunch of the renovations and her dad has helped and everything else. So she said, Micah, build this for me because she claims that she is a second wife of mine because she calls me when she needs stuff done because she's not married, doesn't have a significant other. So she calls me up. So of course, I started talking about math. So I went down to Kira's and took a bunch of ridiculously precise measurements. Hey, look at what's on that measuring tape. Fractions. Fractions. And then I started doing some geometry. Hey, cool it. Started doing some geometry. Got a compass. Not even making this up. I tried it without the compass. I tried it with a string, like the method that is supposed to work. Didn't work. Had to come to school, get the math tool. I'm not joking. I drove here, got that, put pencils on it because it's meant for a chalkboard. Like that's really old. It's meant for a chalkboard, and we don't have chalkboards now. So I cut the arches, and then had to do it 3 times because I was progressing. Started cutting all kinds of other little strips and little bits that will come together and make the thing. Her house was decorated for Halloween, so don't think that she actually has spider webs. So then piece by piece, right? Kind of like when we do geometry here in class, and then we ended up with this. So then, right? So and that is just wall behind there. That was open wall. These shelves came from IKEA, but then that was open wall, so she painted it all to make it look really nice. I know, right? So another example. When we were buying trim for our house, the little stuff that goes at the bottom, baseboard, right? So here's all the math of doing that. Or another example, how did this mega Jenga come to be? Well, I had to do the math and figure out, how wide will 3 of them be? And I need to make it that long. Yeah, I made that. So, in the shop, sanders, all that stuff. In my closet, right? Up in my bedroom, in my closet at home. So, yeah, that's how I made the Jenga. So in my closet at home, I didn't like the like size and the shelves and whatever I had in there, and I was like, this is stupid. I'm gonna make my own. So just you got to take the measurements and you got to make sure things are level, right? So as we start talking about geometry, we'll talk about levels. Just a little bookshelf, right? If you just want to be able to build just like a bookshelf for in your bedroom or whatever, like so, like millions of answers I can give you for how are we going to use this. But if you don't like those, I can legit show you a table of when would you use this in real life. So careful if you're asking when are we going to use this in real life. Yes.
When I get older and I don't want to buy things,
You're going to call me up and have me build them?
even if they're older.
So, the other thing, that shelf thing I did for Kira, yeah, she might be my friend, but I made $200 off of that. So, math can make you money. Yeah. You got 30 seconds, Gabe.
You have to add another that word in math.
What?
Stupid.
Well, I agree. I don't think we really say it. People don't say that very often. They normally call them, they normally call themselves that, which I dislike, but I think that's a bad word in any classroom, right? Like stupid. It's like calling yourself stupid or calling something stupid. Like that's definitely a bad word. All right. Hey, friends, you're not very sneaky at doing your homework. Put it away. The only thing that should be out is graph paper. You're not very sneaky at doing your homework. I'm tall and I can see what's on your desk. Put it away. What? It's geometry. I'm higher than I can see. Bruh. What? Write down, please, on your graph paper. That is the only thing on your desk. Write down 24. We don't need it out. There's nothing from class. I already said we can put it away. 24. 24 plus 3 plus negative 4 plus 7. And Juno,
Oh.
you're kind of showing me that choosing your own seats isn't working very well, which is why we're going back to me choosing your seats as soon as we get past Spenga. But like for the next, I don't know, I only have 13 minutes of class left. Can we just do some math and stop singing? Please and thank you. Juno says, that's really just 20 plus 10. And you're one, wait, what? Juno said that's really just 20 plus 10. Turn to your neighbor and talk about why Juno might be saying that's really just 20
So I
plus 10.
think I'm saying that.
Can you use my name instead of Juno?
Mr. Hudson.
Can you use
Yeah.
my name instead of Juno?
Oh, because June?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, but June, are you able to explain it?
I'm working on it right now.
Juno says it's really 20 plus 10. So June, have you guys figured it out yet?
Yeah, I did.
We'll talk to
Yeah,
June. You got it? All right. So June asked if we could use June instead of Juno. So makes sense. So June, talk to me. Why is this really 20 plus 10?
Well, I might have not have done that the way that did it.
Jana! I think Jana does though.
Jana.
Okay, so basically, whenever you do 24 plus 3, and then I just split it up into 24 plus 3, and then negative 4 plus 7.
You're working too hard. Gabe,
Well, it's like,
I see why.
you're working too hard. You're not wrong, but you're working too hard.
Like the
Gabe,
answer.
I see why Juno did that.
okay, tell us.
Because she sees the negative 4. There's a 4, and there's 24, and then there's negative 4.
Guys, if I move the 3, and I'm not totally getting rid of it, but if I move the plus, what's 24 plus negative 4? 20. What's 3 plus 7? This is really 20 plus 10. Let's write down 7 minus 2 plus 4. What is that? Turn to your neighbor once you think you got it. 7 minus 2 plus 4. What is that? Get rid of this. We don't need that. Really just with us? 7. 7 minus 2 plus 4.
9. You can do 4 minus 2.
I'll sit here and wait here. Nope. Here, I can't do twice. I gotta go home. 7 minus 2 plus 4. And then what is
How did you get negative 1?
We will look at how you might get different answers here. So, I should use cards. Tom, we have like 5 minutes left and we haven't used this yet. Christian. Christian, tell us what you think.
I think if you could basically get rid of, you could basically add 7 and 2 because 4 minus 2 equals 2 and plus number 7.
Oh, so you moved it around and you really thought about 7 plus 4 minus 2 and you thought about this itself being 2. Interesting. So what'd you get? So Christian got 9. But what if I tell you I could force it to have a different answer? So 9 is right for how this was written. 9 is right. But what if, and like, not unless you got a question, what if I do this? Or what if I do this? Try both of those. Try both of those. Do we get the same answer?
Well, that's what I originally did.
Well, then compare green to blue.
I think blue is different.
Oh, blue's good for you.
So wait, what is 2 plus 4? So then 7 minus, wait. What are we allowed? Like, can we just switch around with a 6 and
Those
7?
two aren't the same.
I don't think we're allowed to do that. I think you broke a rule there. Yeah.
Oh, I just finished.
Answer, not a question. Answer, yeah. So, a couple of you, as I walked around, said, like, well, that's what I did. And if you follow PEMDAS, hey guys, we're back up here now. I give you time to talk with each other, but then we come back up here. If we follow PEMDAS, 7 minus 2 would happen first. Right? Because addition and subtraction happen at the same time. Then the plus 4 would happen. So this should have solved out to also be 9. But what's different about this one? Anybody volunteer? Addie, what's different about that one? Yeah, so that really becomes 7 minus 6. And what do we get from that? 1. Wait, I thought we just learned that you could put parentheses into a problem and it won't change the answer. Miss? Only for addition. So why this got broken is it's subtraction. Okay, so subtraction does not work the same. These commutative and associative properties, right now, what we're talking about is they work for addition. Now, how could I make this all addition? Instead of saying minus 2, what could we say instead up here? We could say 7, Jana.
We could do 7 plus negative 2.
Ooh. And now it's all addition. And this is why I've been trying to brainwash you, convince you, add the negative. Not minus, add the negative. So, change these to addition of the negative. Trying to brainwash you, change these to addition of the negative. Real quick, last thing we're doing today. And write them down as addition of the negative. So nope, lost. Keegan, how could I write down I? I know you're just starting, but can you help me? 10 plus negative 2 plus 4. And now I could apply either of those properties. Right? Margot, what about second one here? Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. My brain is looking weird. -5. And now we could apply either of those properties. June, what about our last one here?
Skip.
No,
What?
you don't need to skip this.
Well, I just-
Help me change
I
it to
don't
a
feel like talking.
Why? Okay. Great. Tough. 7.
Plus -3. Plus -2.
Thank you so much. I appreciate hearing your voice and knowing you know what's going on. All right, with that, no, I do have 5 more minutes. Man, I can't remember when our classes end. I don't know why my brain is so messed up this year.
I just want to get rid of us. I see how it is.
We
Look, if I could keep you longer, I would. Okay, I'll go like fight Mr. Estes or something. Solve these. Solve these however you want. So now there is only one right answer for each of these. For my visually impaired people, I'll write them down bigger. Solve these. You know what my advice is. I'm not going to say it again.
Yeah.
Ooh, uh-oh. B's got something different going on. B looks a little tricky.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I would do A first. B looks a little tricky.
Go away. Yo, Christian. I could do it.
Destiny, what'd you do first? Oh, come on, don't break my heart. Oh, forget about B for A. What'd you do first?
Oh, I didn't even do it.
The candy bar, or whatchamacallit?
No.
I'm going to go ahead and follow the Hudson advice of make these plus the negative.
That's exactly what I did.
And then,
Wait.
Nate, what could I do now that I've got like all addition? Hey, humor me, and if you didn't do A like this, please write it down like
I
that.
really just
Humor me. Like, even if you don't think it's necessary, just not like. You know what humor means? Yeah, it's like just do it just because I asked, like even if you don't want to. Nate, do you know what we could do now? Moss, still gone. Gabe, do you know what we could do now?
let's see. I mean, we could add the negatives together.
Yeah, I'm gonna team things up. I'm gonna team my good guys with my good guys, my bad guys with my bad guys. So I'm really gonna think to myself, all right, I'm moving the 15 over here. What property let me move? Commutative, right? Commute means move. So then plus -11 plus -15. And in my head, I'm also,
You just messed up.
or sorry, -4, right? My B. Thanks, Gabe.
You just pointed nowhere near me.
I know. So wait, I'm gonna team up the good guys. What property lets me put those butt cheeks in?
That's what we do.
The associative property. I'm gonna team up the bad guys. So what do we get when the good guys team up?
32.
32. Alex, you with me? Because I don't see your pencil moving. What do I get when I team up the bad guys?
Negative 15.
-15.
That's going to be 17.
Yeah, who's gonna win? The good guys by 17.
Didn't you just like overcomplicate it?
Okay, Misk, why are you going to argue that I overcomplicated it?
Because instead of having to add 32 or negative, you could have just done -4 plus -11, which would have been -15, which would cancel out slash reduce the 15, and you just get 17.
So what Misk is saying is if instead I try to be big brain like Misk and I realize -4 and -11 are going to make what? -15. And what happens when you have a -15 plus a +15?
Cancel out.
So Misk applied the associative property, our butt cheek property, right? The associative property said, oh, well, that's 0. So what's 17 plus 0? 17. So our answer is going to just end up being 17. Lily? Yeah, it's because y'all are more big brain than I am. But did we get the same answer?
Yeah.
So there's one way right versus wrong? No, it's just kind of better in my brain, right? What's better in your brain? All right, that's a good place to stop. We'll do B to start tomorrow. We'll come back and we'll do B to start tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Yo. Yeah, both of those were A. That's why I kind of crossed out B as we moved over here. Both of those were A.
See you later.
All right, Sammy. Hey, Christian, pick a color. Yellow. Misk, pick an animal.
Animal? Giraffe.
Yellow giraffe, Sammy. There's your code word. We'll see if you actually watch the video.